people? Welcome back to Refining with Jessie, the life coach. So today it's all about energy. We are going to be talking about energy. It's all about energy. Energy is such a vital, important life source. And people are not aware how important it is. And because they're not aware of how important it is, they are giving it away for free without being discerning, like it's a freebie at an amusement park. And you know what? You need to start being more discerning of what, who, and where you are putting your energy into. If you're a person that is constantly feeling used, depleted, you feel like you get involved in unfair circumstances and unfair scenarios, well, you know what? This video is going to be for you. Because a lot of the times it's because you're not being discerning with who you are sharing your energy with. And by the time you realize who these people, places, and circumstances are, or the fact that they are not good for you, guess what? It's already too late. You already feel depleted. You already feel used. You already feel abused. Yes, that's how important it is. How sometimes we gotta leave people behind because they're not vibing on our frequency level. And that's the big one. So today we are going to be getting into it, into detail about everything energy. So stay tuned because we're getting deep today. So guys, so many people don't realize how expensive of a gift your energy is. Yes, your energy. And because you don't realize how expensive of a gift it is, majority of the time you are giving it out for free without being discerning of who you are giving it to. And majority of the times you are giving it out to the wrong people who, guess what, don't deserve your energy. And because of that, you wind up feeling depleted, you wind up feeling used, you wind up feeling bankrupt, you wind up being in the red, and you wind up being left on the road as if someone threw you out of their car while the car was moving and left you on the side of the road to just lie there and fend for yourself. Yes, that's how deep it gets when someone steals your energy. So today we are going to be talking about it. First of all, people need to understand how energy is exchanged. So the main three ways energy is exchanged is through touch, through words, and through atmosphere, right? So every time you give a person a hug, every time you shake hands with that person, every time you give them a kiss on the cheek, even sex, any type of touch is an energy exchange. Words, right? So when you are capable of uplifting another, you just did an energy exchange. You literally just did an energy exchange. So that is how powerful energy is. To have you think about it in a deeper way, think about it this way. Every time you meet someone, let's say you're feeling down. Everybody has felt down in one way or another. And let's say they have a friend or whoever they have around them that is very bubbly and happy, and they see the positive and everything, and they come with their problems to talk to this other person who's high vibe energy. That's what that is. It's a positive, uplifting energy. And you talk to this, you come to talk to this person, and after that conversation, you feel like, I can do it. You know what? I don't feel sad anymore, or I feel a little bit better, and you just feel uplifted. How did that happen? Well, that high vibe person did an energy exchange with you through their words that made you feel uplifted. Yes, that's how deep it is. They did that just through their words. You also can relate to the opposite. When there's someone who belittles you, criticizes you, is very negative, and when you speak to them or you leave their presence, you either take on their words or you feel horrible when you leave them, right? You feel depleted. You feel like, this person's just so negative. Why did that happen? Because it isn't an energy exchange. The only difference is that it was on the opposite spectrum. It was a negative energy exchange. You gotta be careful with that, because if you take on those words, those belittling, criticizing words as they are your own, they could turn into core beliefs. That's why it's so important to be mindful of who you are sharing energy exchange with, meaning who you are coming into contact with, who you're having these conversations with, who you are letting into your circle. It's super important and people don't realize it. So the third way that you exchange energy is through your environment, right? So people are like, well, what do you mean? Well, let's talk about it. I think everybody can relate to this. Even if you're in a job that you love, you've probably been once at one point or another in a job that you hated. You remember that feeling when you walk into a room, literally you put like your first foot on the doorway to where you're going and you're like, oh my God, I really don't want to go there. Just the thought of spending 8 hours there is just like depleting to you. You feel like, I really don't want to do it. You feel so negative and you're like, I really don't want to be here, right? Have you ever felt that feeling? Well, guess what? That's because of the energy that is in the environment, right? So energy is super, super, super real, and it can either uplift you or take you down. And when it takes you down, it will take you down. That's why it is so important to be mindful of who and what you, places, things, people, you are putting your energy into. Energy is an investment. I always tell people energy is a super expensive gift and people don't realize it. They're not even putting a dollar value on their energy. Well, you know what? If that's you and you haven't been doing it, it's time to start thinking about how expensive and valuable your energy is and who you want to share that with. Are they worthy of you sharing your energy with, right? People, places, and things will leave you completely depleted if you let them. So it's up to you to protect your energy, and it's up to you to be mindful of who you are doing these energy exchange with. So this is the thing with energy. It requires a balance. It requires an equal give and take, right? I give you, you give me. Balance, reciprocity. And when it is not balanced, that's when you are going to feel used and depleted. So you have to think about your energy like a bank account. Yep, like a bank account, like you're running a business, right? That's how you got to think about it. You got to think you got to put a dollar value on your energy and think about it like a bank and a business. Why a bank? Well, because in order for you to maintain your bank account, right, that requires balance. And what does balance require? Well, reciprocity, an equal give and take. As many withdrawals you're taking out from that account, you have to put as many deposits, right? Because if you don't, what happens? You wind up what? Depleted. You wind up in the red. You wind up in the negative. And that's a big main reason why people wind up with their energy drain. I can't tell you how many people I have coached and talked to that by the time they come to me, they're completely depleted and they have no idea why. They have no idea why, and it's because they're not being discerning with their energy. They're not being discerning on who they are investing in. They're not being discerning on what they're investing in. They're just like, okay, I'm just gonna take this job. It doesn't make a difference. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna be friends with this person. It doesn't make a difference. Oh, okay, I'm gonna have sex with that person. It's all fun. Oh, okay, I'm gonna have, I'm gonna go put and invest in this person because he or she looks good. Okay, that's great. What's it costing you at the end? That's what you have to always ask yourself with every interaction and every new person that comes into your life. Is this balance? 1, 2, what is this going to cost me at the end? 3, are they equally giving what I am giving, right? Is there equal reciprocity? Is there balance? And 4, is there energy on my level? Are we vibing on the same frequency? So let's talk about that. Let's talk about frequency. A lot of the times, the reason why people wind up in horrible situations with others, so now we're talking about people, is because they are not vibing on the same frequency. Frequency is just energy. Everything around us is energy, okay? Once you start understanding that, you're gonna start, opening your mind a little bit if you already don't know this, right? So everything around us is energy. And every time we learn a life lesson, our energy level goes up, right? We go up. So every time you learn a life lesson and you conquer something, right, you go up, and you go up, and you go up. Now, if you come into contact with people that are not on your same level, and when I say not on your same level, I mean these people have not done the work. They have not worked on themselves. They have not learned the life lessons they need to learn. Well, they're here. And the thing is that you're here. And so you're vibing on a different level. You're like, okay, I take everybody. I'm not going to be discerning with my energy, and I'm just going to allow them to come in. Well, those people might not have the same integrity as you. Those people might not be as honest as you. Those people might not be as forthcoming as you. Those people might not be willing to share as you are, right? Because you're vibing high. And usually when you vibe high, you learn these lessons, right? Your heart is open. You want to help everybody. You want to give to everybody. But this person down here, they're on a low vibration. Their energy level is low. So they're operating more from their ego. And you're operating more from your authentic self. So every time you learn a life lesson, you go up the ladder and you get closer to your authentic self, right? So you're getting more in line to who you truly are as a person and who you truly were here to become. This person is probably operating from their ego, right? Because they're down here. And what is ego? Ego is pleasing me. Ego is saying I come first. Ego is I want to indulge. Ego is saying I want to indulge in things that are not good for me. Ego is saying I just want to have fun. Ego is not thinking. You're not thinking clearly. When you get closer to your authentic self, you're thinking about we. You're thinking about how I can make this better. You're thinking about your goals. You're thinking about what you want to go towards. You're thinking about the things you want to accomplish in life. You're thinking about, creating a reciprocity. You're thinking about leaving legacies behind. You see how the mindset is completely different? So this is what happens with a lot of people. They connect to these type of people. You're here, they're here. There forms a connection. There forms an energetic cord. And then when you start realizing that this person's not down for you, or this person's not giving you the way you want, or this person's not on your level, or this person's on a different mindset, guess what? The energy cord has already been created, and then you want to take this person with you up here. But the problem is they haven't done the work. They haven't learned the life lessons. They haven't been able to get to the energetic field, the frequency, the high vibe that you're on, because they haven't done the work. So when you try to take them with you, what happens is that they become baggage. They become like something you're carrying on your back. And when you have weight on your back, what happens is you sink down. Your energy level goes down, and that's why you feel depleted, right? So I always tell people, not everybody is meant to go with you on your journey. That's when you have to be discerning of who is really down for you, who can go with you to the next level. Not everybody's meant to go with you. Everybody's on their own journey, and they got to learn their own life lessons. And it's not until they learn on their own, through their own accord, through their own hard work, through their own personal development, through their own lessons in life, that they're able to get up to your energy field. If they get up to your energy field and you still want them, great, let them in. But the biggest problem is that a lot of people are trying to let these people in, right? And they're trying to take them with them, and they're trying to drag them through life. And it's like, you got to get to the point that you got to start being discerning. Like, does this person really give me reciprocity? Does this person, are they vibing where I'm vibing? Do they want the same things I want out of life? Are they investing their time the way I invest my time into them? Are they doing the work also for themselves? Do they have dreams? Do they have goals? Do they have ambition that they want to go towards? What are they showing you? Do they serve you? Are they serving you in life? And majority of the time, the answer is no. And some people just don't want to come to terms with that. So they take these people with them, and they keep dragging them and dragging them and dragging them and dragging them, and it becomes harder and harder and harder and harder. And they keep falling down, 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 down. And what happens when you don't have your vital energy source? Guess what? You cannot complete the things you need to complete in life. It's impossible for you to go towards your dreams. It's impossible for you to go towards your goals. It's impossible for you to go towards that legacy you want to leave behind. It's impossible for you to work on yourself. It's impossible for you to, get higher education. It's impossible for you to, vibe with different people. Why? Because you're holding on to baggage. That's what people are when they're on a different vibe than you. They are going to become baggage, right? Every time you have a conversation with someone who they're not resonating with you, they have no idea what you're talking about. They just can't, they see the words coming out your mouth, they're listening to you, but they cannot comprehend. That's the problem. No, the problem is not that they're not listening. They might be listening to you very well, but they're not comprehending what you're saying because you're on a whole nother level. So I always tell people this. You have to be mindful and start evaluating who is in your circle. Are they holding you back? Are they breaking down your energy field? Are they breaking you down? Are they depleting you? When someone's depleting you and you're having more losses in your life than wins with this person, there's a reason for that. That's the universe trying to tell you, hello, hi, wake up. This person is not for you. These people are not for you. This circumstance is not for you, right? So let's say you're in a job. It don't, always have to be a person. Let's say you are in a job and you feel depleted. You give your all, you're giving, right? You're the person to come there on time. You're the person to always get your work done. You know, you just on point with everything you're doing. But you're not going up the ladder in this job. You're not getting that raise you wanted, right? You're not going up the hierarchy. Why is that? Well, the job may not align with who you are. And some people just cannot face that. They think about more of the investment. I spent so much years in this job. I spent so much years with this person, right? But people change. That's another thing people have to realize. Your energy levels are going to change. As I said, every time you conquer and you learn a life lesson, you go up, you go up, you go up. So who you are at 20 is not going to be who you are at 30. Who you are at 30 might not be the person who you are at 32, and so on and so forth. That's if you are doing your work and you're learning those life lessons. There are some people who stay the same through their whole journey. There's some people who never learned the life lessons. There are people who know there is a life lesson, but they don't apply it to their life, right? They don't want to change. They want to be stuck. And they want to be stuck, and they want you to be stuck with them. So you need to start making that decision if that's what you want, right? And then after you learn that lesson, guess what? Apply it. Apply it, apply it, apply it. Every time you have a conversation with someone who's going in circles and they're depleting your energy, think like, do I really need to be involved in this? Does this conversation serve me? Does this person serve me? Does this person need to be in my life, right? Anything that leaves you depleted, you have to start thinking about it. Everything that depletes you, you have to start thinking that it's taking away from your life, right? Literally, it's taken away from your life. Every time you come from that job and you feel depleted and you don't have even enough energy to go into your kitchen and make a meal for you or your family, right? Whoever. The fact is that you come home and you're completely depleted and you're not taking care of yourself. Guess what? That job just stole from you. So the money that you're making, is it worth the depletion of yourself, of your vital life source? Well, it's taken away from you already, right? You're not eating healthy. You're not taking care of yourself, right? If you can't even come home to cook yourself a meal. Every time you deal with a person that has you in a confused state and, speaks gibberish and you got to figure out what they're saying, or you get frustrated every time you talk to them. Well, do you need that frustration in your life? Do you need to be talking to this person? Who are they to you? Do you need to be around them all the time? Start thinking about that, because all they're doing is depleting your energy. Energy is so important and you need it towards everything you do in life. Every time you get up in the morning to go to work, what you need energy. Every time you want to go and work out to keep yourself healthy, to keep yourself, on point, to keep yourself in self-care. Guess what? Whatever's taking from you over here is not letting you over here do what you need to do to work out and go to that gym. Guess what? They just stole from you, right? Every time you can go towards a goal or an ambition that you want to go towards, or every time, let's say you want to go back to school, but you have something or person you're dealing with that's depleting you and you don't even have the energy, you can't even think straight. Guess what? They're stealing from you. They're not only stealing your goals and your dreams, they're stealing money out of your pocket. Because the more you go towards what you really want to go towards and you become more towards your authentic self, guess what? Money is going to come in. So that's how you have to think about it. These people are literally stealing from you, and guess what? You're allowing it. You are allowing it. The more you keep giving life to situation, people, and circumstances that because we always know what's not good for us. We know in our gut. We feel it. Every time we come around someone that we're like, I don't know about this person. If they make you feel uncomfortable and you felt it the first time, guess what? That's your intuition telling you, I'm not feeling this energy, right? Their spirit is literally telling on them to you. And you need to be aware of that. A lot of people are like, I'm just going to ignore that. No, don't ignore it. That feeling is there for a reason. We can feel other people's energy. It's not fake. Once you start feeling like this person is depleting me, or every time they come near me, I'm just like, oh my God, this again. You know what? They are depleting and stealing from you. And every time they steal from you, they take away from other things you could be putting your energy into that's going to bring some reciprocity, some happiness, and guess what? Some money toward you. So you got to start thinking about energy and currency. The further you go, on to your journey and you keep on going towards what you want and keep on elevating and keep on growing, guess what comes with that? Money. Money comes with that. So you allow these people to steal from you. So if you really want to get in line with your energy and get your energy grounded, you have to start thinking and being more discerning on who you're letting in. You got to start asking these questions. Is this person worthy of my time, attention, affection, nurturing behavior? And the same thing with environments. Does this environment align with who I am? Does this environment give back to me? Does this environment, are they giving me reciprocity? Is this job giving me reciprocity? Do I feel happy? How do I feel? That's the main thing with energy that you always have to ask yourself. You always got to check in with yourself and ask yourself, how do I feel? How does this place make me feel? And take a moment. Take a moment. When you're in it, just take a moment to just feel how you feel. If you feel depleted, if you're doing this, yes, you know that feeling? I know it very well. Well, guess what? That's a place, person, thing you should not be investing in. And a lot of times we are giving our own energy away on things that don't matter. People on Facebook, Instagram, making, negative comments on people's feeds and all this craziness. It's like, really? Why do you have to do that? That is energy. Not only are you throwing out bad energy and bringing negative karma to you, but at the same time, every time you do that, you're paying attention to things that don't matter. You're paying attention to people's lives that do not affect you. Guess what? You're stealing from your own self. That is the truth. Because you could be taking that time to be doing something much more important that's going to bring something good in for you. But guess what? You're not doing that, or people are not doing that. So what you put your attention onto is so important. A big one is when people get into traffic. They get into traffic, they get all flustered up, they're going crazy over something they cannot control. And guess what happens? It ruins your whole day. Your energy feels all off kilter. You're in a horrible mood. You're just like, I hate this day, blah, 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 blah. What for? Over traffic you couldn't control. You put all your energy all into something that you could not control, and it ruined your whole day. What did you gain from that? You gained nothing. You gained, a negative day. You started off in a negative way and you continue down a negative spiral, because that's usually what happens. Once you get into that mood, it is so hard to get you out of it. Why? Because that's energy. You just put yourself in a whole negative energy field. So guys, be mindful of what you are doing with your energy, what you are putting your time and attention to. And is it worth it? Is it worth it? How does it make you feel? Everything is an investment. You have to be mindful of what you are investing your energy into. And if it's not helping you grow, and it's not bringing you happiness, and it's not bringing you a sense of fulfillment, it's not filling up your energetic cup, guess what? It's time to reevaluate that person, that place, that circumstance, that scenario. Do you really want to keep on investing in it? What is it bringing you? And later on the line, is it going to bring you anything worth value, right? Worth value. And that means anything that's giving you reciprocity. And you can give reciprocity in any amount of ways. In love, in abundance, right? So it don't have to always be money. But like I said, at the end of the day, when it's all done and said, your energy, when you go towards your, you start going up that ladder and vibing high, you align to your authentic self. And anything you do authentically that you love with a passion, and you're putting all your emotion to it, and it's something of great value that could also bring value to others, it's going to pay you out tenfold. So think about that. Really think about your energy, who you are investing into, and what it is bringing you. Are you getting anything out of it? So guys, that is going to wrap up this video. I hope it gives you something to think about with your energy, and how important and who you are sharing with, who you are sharing your energy with, whether it's in a physical sense, whether it's in a word exchange, whether it's in an environment. Those are the three main ways that you exchange energy, and it's so important. We have a new year coming up, and you know what? It's going to be a year of rebirth. So whatever needs to go this year, start really taking it and swiping it out, even if it's a mindset. So if you ever need help in coaching and navigating your energy and understanding a little bit more of your energy, you can always look into my personal services. They will always be in the description box of how to get in contact with me, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.